up, guys? Benny Adams here, and I've got a really special guest with me. She's from Selling Sunset. Vanessa, how's it going?
Hi, I'm so happy to be here with you, Benny. I'm great. I'm enjoying life, and yeah, happy to be here with you and your audience.
I am in love with this show. I am addicted to this show. I've seen every single season. I watched the reunion. I cannot wait to talk about every single thing that has happened. And I first want to start off with the beginning. You know, I love the type of person you are. You seem like such a caring, down to earth person. So I got to ask you, did you know what you were signing yourself up for when you signed up for this show?
Oh my God! Thank you so much, first of all, for that beautiful introduction and your words. Really means a lot to me. So thank you for that. I honestly, it's a completely different world. I've been on TV my whole life, but acting is completely different from reality TV. I had no idea how would I be, and I just wanted to be myself for the first time in my life, not a character. And I was like, well, I hope people really like who I am. I'm not going to portray myself in a way that I'm not, just to be on more screen time or anything. I just want to be myself, and not that some people would be like, oh, you should have been a little bit more this or that to be. I'm like, no, it's just who I am. I want to be who I am, and everyone has different personalities, and my personality, I think it's the best way to put it out there is in a reality TV. And if I can help others, it's incredible. I think that all of the cast is incredible. All of the cast have their so different personalities, and it's actually what makes the show so incredible, because they're so different. Each of any of them, any of all, any no, go on. Okay, let me start again.
You put the nail right in the coffin, because like you said, that's what makes this show so successful. People are addicted to the show, and I think they're addicted to this show because each cast member on this show is different. There's only one of you. There's only one Chriselle. There's only one Emma. And that's what makes it so good to see all of your different personalities clash and see, who gets along with who and who doesn't get along with who.
Exactly. And I just feel that there's a lot of strong women in the show, which is incredible, because each of any one of us will be, some people identify with Emma, some will identify with Chriselle, with Heather, with Mayan, with me, with Davina, with Christine. Like it's there are tastes for everyone. I mean, in Mexico we'll say, está el gusto para todos. Así que you
I
can
love
choose.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
So I want to. So you mentioned some of the girls. I want to talk about some of the girls right now. I want to talk about Davina. So I think it was during the finale of the episode where you're trying to figure out if you want to move away with now your fiance. Which, congratulations, you guys have been engaged for a couple months now.
Thank you.
She's pushing you. She's pushing you to move, and she said, "Hey, I think you know what to do. I think you should do this." And then we see her in the confessional saying, hey, if she does move, that helps me in my favor. What did you think about that? What she had to say?
Well, I think that the editing has a lot to do with, the way it came across. She's a very sweet girl. And of course, she told me, what, Vanessa, obviously, we all know in this world, and I'm going to say this to men and women, it's very difficult to really find someone that you really feel that is the one, that is really so in tune with what you want and what you deserve and everything. So she knows my story with Nick. Like, I mean, you saw it on season 5, but everyone knows about Nick since season 4. So they all know my story and my love with him. So I think that's why we're like, Vanessa, if that's going to make you happy, I'm here for you. I mean, I'm going to support you. Of course, I'm going to miss you. And but I mean, obviously, editing didn't didn't know that. But I don't have any problems with her. She's a super lovely girl. I'm actually very happy that I was open with her, because obviously, if you see the show, or if I would have listened to everything, probably I was a little cautious. I'm not going to say no, but I still wanted to give her like the benefit of the doubt and see how she will treat me, and then go from there. And that's what I did with all of them. And I think that's why I didn't get involved in any negativity or drama that was already in there.
Yeah, and I think that that's what people love about you, especially me. You're not all about the drama, and it shows that you can not be about the drama but still be an interesting character. Because whenever I tuned in, I'm like, I want to know what Vanessa's doing. I want to know if she's going to sell that house. So you're proving that it doesn't need to be about the drama.
Oh, thank you. I'm really happy to hear you saying that, because we want to. I mean, since I'm 4 years old, I love helping people, and I never knew how I will be able to do it in a bigger way, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So when this opportunity came to me, and I have my story, which is obviously it's a sad story, but at the same time it's a life-changing story. What happened to me with my sister, it changed my career, it changed my life forever, and my family. But I also want people to know that the pain of something that you experience with, you can use it as fuel to make something good with that. Like sometimes in my case, it's a loss of my sister. So my love for her, I used it as fuel and to as an engine to keep going. And of course, I was depressed for 3 months. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't until I was like, okay, I need help. Not because I'm not strong, I'm strong, but it is very difficult to just deal with on my own. So I reached out for help, and I went to do some healing. And not that you will be able to heal the loss of someone, because it's always there, but at least to strengthen the soul and a little bit of release of the pain, if that makes sense. I had the opportunity to go with incredible people that helped me, and then one of these people, the one who created these meditations, which is the practice that I started doing to heal or to feel better, less depressed. He told me, your mission in your life is to help others. So when this opportunity came, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to open my life, and I'm going to show others how I take my downs and I flip them to the positives, like the negatives into positives. And also with love, how if you don't settle for someone that is not who you truly want, then life will bring you the right person. That's when you really not, I just think that you need to be ready for, like, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, and I don't want anything less. And that's everything in life. So for me to be open in a reality TV, it was key to be and to continue being who I am with my audience, either through the show or my lives or anything, to continue putting out love out there and inspiration and strength. But not necessarily because you're not allowed to feel. You're allowed to feel, you're allowed to be sad or to be angry or whatever, but how you can step out of that. That's my purpose in life, to help others to improve their lives.
That's amazing. I love hearing that. And I remember watching that episode where you were talking about why you got into real estate. It was for your sister. And I think that was one of the first moments where, I really connected with you. I'm like, this is, this isn't just some character on a reality TV show. This is a real person. And I really appreciate you. And I really thank you for, sharing your story, because I can only imagine how difficult it can be putting your life on full blast for everyone to see. So I think that's really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I'm glad. I never thought it would be so impactful, to be honest with you. I never thought I would receive so many messages saying thank you for opening your life. I just thought, like, if I just help one person, that's gonna be great. That's gonna make me feel happy.
Right.
If I'm sharing my story. But it's incredible the amount of messages that I received, especially in season 4, because that's when it was introduced my life, and when I was able to speak a little bit about what happened and why I got into real estate and why I changed a successful career of acting into real estate. And that doesn't mean that I'm close to to do any TV again, but it does mean that I'm really focused on real estate at the moment, and it has to be like the right opportunity, the right character, the right thing for me to happen if I ever go back to, to film, which I'm sure it will happen too.
Right, because you did start with film, which you had that connection with Chriselle, and that's something we really didn't see much of. I know Chriselle, she mentioned it. She thought it was really cool that, you had an acting background. Did you both ever bond over that?
Yeah, I mean, actually, we had an incredible scene that didn't I didn't end up in the editing. Like, you can film so many hours or so many scenes, and sometimes they cannot put everything. But yeah, I mean, obviously, when I knew that I was coming into the show and she was there, I was like, oh my God, I think it's gonna be incredible, because she knows. So only people that have been on this industry of acting know how incredible difficult it can be, and how can sometimes it could be very challenging. So I would like, she's gonna understand that side of me, and then I'm sure we're gonna understand each other better, and how, like, transitioning from that career to another career, especially, she was also very successful as an actress. So, to make a change and really like put yourself in a beginning process of something, which also will take time to make you successful. It's not hard. It's not easy to do. It's really hard, but it's incredible. So I was like, wow, that's my girl. Like, I wanna know her. I wanna meet her. So yeah.
She's awesome. Like, everyone, she has such a positive attitude, like you, and I think that's what I love about her. I notice whenever I'm watching her, even when she's upset, there's a smile that comes up with her face. I'm like, how could you not like this woman right here?
Yeah. She has a great personality.
Yeah, she definitely does. I want to talk about, I want to go back to real estate. So you said you want to continue in real estate, and I want to talk about a scene during this current season where it broke my heart when you said this. You said that you don't know if real estate is for you. And I'm literally screaming at my television saying, yes, it is. Yes, it is for you. Do you still feel that way?
No. I think that I hit a bad day, a bad moment, where I felt like I was failing to my sister. That's probably what I felt like. I was not, because I'm doing this career in honor of her. So I felt like I was not achieving what I needed to achieve with this sale. Even, it wasn't because of me. It was just because, again, like, some properties are very specific. And for example, to give you an example, I have some buyers right now. There's one in particular that she's looking for a particular house that there's nothing out there like she wants. And it's the same with this house. It has very particular things that some people are not like really into it. So it was not about the marketing. It was not about me not doing my job. It was not about that. It was just about the timing and what people is looking for in that area. So, but it made me feel like I was failing to her in some way. And that's why I probably, say this, but I know not at all. I mean, it was just like every person in life, and that's why I don't care, like, to show that I have my weak moments, but I also can step out of that. And then it's just that, again, you can probably have another scene where you say, like, you know what, I was just, but it didn't come out. But but now, thank God, to interviews, I can say to the audience that it was just a hard moment for me. I was missing my sister so much in that moment. Also doing this with Amanda was really hard for me. So it kind of like hit me in the moment of, wow, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe, yeah, because it's not easy. Doing real estate is not easy. And I actually, I feel happy that they show that part of me, because when I show that I can succeed too, then it's gonna have also another meaning to that. Okay, it's not that easy, but she can do it.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you mentioned that, because some people could be watching, they could be saying, oh, I could do that. I could sell a $3 million house. Like, all these wonderful ladies are doing it. So I'm really glad that they showed that scene where, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It can be pretty difficult.
Yes, it can.
I want to talk about the reunion. So we talked about how you get along with everyone. You have a special relationship with everyone. And when we first met you during season 4, you built this really cool friendship with, they call her the villain of the show, Christine. What's your relationship with her now? Do you still talk to her? Have you talked to her after the reunion show aired? What's that all about?
No, we haven't spoken. I mean, I don't have anything against her. I just feel that, between her busy things, and of course, I feel that also it was a little weird to me for me to hear that, she said that I didn't call her after the brokers, and I know that I did. I messaged her and then I called her the day after. But I take everything with a pinch of salt. I didn't really like get into like, oh, I'm upset with her. But of course, I also don't agree with some things that she has done, and I cannot defend her. Like, that moment, it was like, I cannot agree with you. And if I'm your friend, I have to be honest, and I don't need to defend you. You're strong enough to defend yourself, especially if you put yourself in that position. So, I'm open to see her. I mean, I really feel that she has an incredible side. She has a funny side, sweet, loving, like she's amazing. But we haven't been able to connect. The last time that we messaged each other was like 4 weeks ago, or 5. And then, since then we haven't spoken at all. So I hope it gets to the time where we can go and see and have a chat. And if she really appreciates my friendship the way I give my friendship, then I'm open to continue having a friendship with her.
Yeah, and you definitely proved that when we first met you, because you would defend her like no other. And I'm like, I want Vanessa to be my friend.
You're so sweet.
In the season finale, we see you leaving. We don't really know, is she coming back? Is she not? This huge cliffhanger. Are you going to be back full time for season 6, or is it going to be like a part-time thing where you're back and forth? What is that going to look like?
Well, I think that if season 6 happens, then people will have to tune in and then see what happened with Vanessa, if she decides to, or if UK have to watch out for her or not.
Uh-oh, cliffhangers. All right. We're going to have to wait and see. I also want to talk about so you're engaged now.
Yes.
Do you have a date of when that special day of saying your I do's is going to happen?
Yes, later this year.
Later this year? Okay. Very, very nice. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And so you also talked about your acting, and that, one day you will return to it. When you do return to it, what projects would you like to work on?
I would love to do like a super power girl, like I would love to do like a Marvel movie or something like that. I would love that. Or I would love to do a show where like a funny show. But also I did one of my favorite characters. I mean, I think I had 2 like really favorite. One was a comedy on soap operas, a romantic comedy, and the other one was like the like kind of like narco style. So I was like just firing guns and running and a lot of action, so that was really fun. So something like that would be amazing. But I think that as an actor you should always be open to opportunities. So I'm not really like, oh, it has to be this or it has to be this. But if you ask me, my dream would be to be in a Marvel movie or something, or a Marvel show, like playing like a Superwoman or Tomb Raider, or something cool, something fun.
That would be epic. Have you seen the new Doctor Strange film, the sequel?
No, I'm dying to watch it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. You have to watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it now.
All right, if you could pick, what would you pick, Marvel or DC?
Oh, wow. I don't know. It's so hard. I love them all. As long as they're like a super badass, yeah, I don't know. I love them all. It's hard to pick. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite.
Or so which one would you see me on? Like, maybe that's a better question.
I could see you on both. I could see you doing both. Marvel is like doing some big things right now, so it'd be so cool to see you on Marvel. That would be pretty awesome. Awesome.
The Latina Marvel.
Exactly.
Why not,
Why
right?
not? Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
So I also, so I want to ask you, so we were introduced to you in season 4. We got to know more of you in season 5. What's something that you would tell yourself? You can go back in time and tell yourself something before you came onto this show. Give yourself some advice. What would you say to yourself?
Um, I mean, I don't regret anything I did or said, but probably like maybe not insisting that much, the girls to have a conversation with Christine, because obviously there was a point where I was like, maybe it was too much. But I just like, I like harmony, and I believe, life is super short and life can change in a blink of an eye. And I think that I was coming very fresh with that in my heart after what I experienced. So I felt like the love actually, from both parts, because you cannot be that hurt if you don't care about someone. Like, you can be hurt, but not that hurt. So I can see, I was able to see that Mary, of course, had a very strong affection for Christine and vice versa. And then the same with Heather. So I was like, there's definitely a love here, that they used to have a beautiful, strong friendship. And it became something so, so damaged. And so, but I also feel like with love, everything is possible. So in my heart, it was possible that if she will bring, more of that side of Christine, she will be able to repair those relationships and have them back in her life.
I love that. So Christine said she left. She's not with real estate or with the group anymore. She's not going to be a part of next season. Do you see her coming back at all? Because it seemed like from watching the reunion that Jason left the door kind of open for her. Do you see her ever coming back?
I mean, I don't know exactly how it can happen, especially if she has her own thing right now going on with real estate. But it would be awesome, if it's gonna, make everyone feel good and everything, if she probably comes back with, with a fresh start. And I also said that to the girls, like, and to her, like, just imagine that she's a new person maybe, and let's try and give her the opportunity to present. But the problem with her is that she continued doing the same, so it was kind of hard for them to also, kind of like heal that relationship. So it would be awesome to see her on screen for sure, in the show, if it gets picked up for season 6, and it would be awesome for me to to continue, having time with her. If she, again, if she's okay with the kind of friend that I am, well, I will tell you the truth and I will be there for you, but in a way that will uplift you and support you, not to. Again, I don't need to defend her. Honestly, I actually feel that I didn't defend her in season 4. I felt like it was more like trying to give her a space to heal and amend those problems. But yeah, I think it would be awesome to continue having her on Selling Sunset.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool to like see you guys back together, the duo. I love your friendship. So I guess we'll have to see. What do you think about the spinoff? Because you guys saw the trailer during the reunion. What do you think about the Selling?
Oh my God,
OC?
it
looks so cool.
Wow, it looks intense.
Yeah,
it looks great. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very different from Selling Sunset. It's it's different. The girls are, and there are boys working as well, so it's completely different, but it looks intense.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for coming on. Any final words that you want to give to your fans? Any future projects that you're working on that you want to tell them about?
Yes. Well, I'm working, of course, on real estate, and working on bringing some clients to decide to sell their homes. Right now is a very good time for sellers. So hopefully, and fingers crossed, there's going to be something amazing happening there. I also have my bikini line that a collection that I collaborated with Lascivious, which is incredible, and it's also made to, like, you can wear it with a shirt, and it looks incredible, super sexy, but like powerful and strong and super lovely. So I made that with love, and I put a lot of my heart into it. And I also, because of my lives and helping people and everything, and all my experience with my life and everything, I came up with a finding happy lives. And then with this, a lot of people are started asking me about why do I wear butterflies all the time, especially on the show. And probably I didn't change my jewelry as much, but butterflies have a beautiful meaning to me. It's a wave of love. It's like, how can you be in a cocoon in a dark, situation or something in your life, and then you, with time and with healing and with love, you can become this beautiful, ready to fly. So I came up with a jewelry line and then other things, sunglasses, and eventually it's going to be more, because I want people to have the butterflies as a symbol of love, and hope, and faith, and sisterhood, and friendship, and joy, and just a reminder. So just to give you an example, like this is one of the rings. Can you see it?
Looks amazing. It looks really cool.
So this is one of the rings, and then I have the sunglasses that are incredible. The same ring, and they're adjustable, so everyone can put it in any finger and it will adjust to their size. So that's why I did it like that, so everyone can use it. And then it has the same necklace, and I also gonna do some gold version, gold color. But it's going to be affordable for everyone to buy, because the idea is for everyone, they can have their butterfly and just use them as a symbol of anything they want to choose. In the end, it's a wave of love, and that's what I want to put it in the world.
I love that. And that fits you perfectly. So are these on sale now, or is this coming soon?
It's coming soon, because I'm just working on the website to put them on sale. They already arrived, some of them, so I'm super excited. I can't wait to put them in, to start sending them.
Vanessa, can you give everyone your social media so they can follow you and stay up to date with everything that you're going to be doing?
Yes, of course. It's Vanne Villela, VANNE VILLELA on Instagram, and on Twitter is Vanne Villela, the same with just one N. So VANE VILLELA on Twitter. So just
awesome. Well, Vanessa, thank you again so much. I am ecstatic that I got to talk to one of my favorite people on the show.
Thank you. Thank you,
Benny. If there is another season, hopefully we will see you. Fingers crossed. But we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Benny Adams. You can find me on all social media at Benny J Adams, and I will see you guys later.